Just don't listen to everybody. Some people just have to tell you that you're wrong no matter what. You could agree with them, and then they would say that you're wrong then, even though it was their idea to begin with. I mean, that's just the nature of things. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Not welcome to the Commonwealth cabin. That's over there. Welcome to my backyard. So since it's officially fall, I love fall. Leaves haven't quite changed, but I start to see them change a little bit here. Figure we take advantage of the weather and we do one more what's on your playlist. So what's on your playlist? What's on your YouTube playlist? What's on your music playlist? I do music while I'm shipping. I don't know when you do it. Hopefully you listen to my show while you're doing your shipping, but you know, hey. Any rate, playlist here. Beach Boys, don't judge, y'all. Don't judge. The Goo Goo Dolls and Meatloaf. I know. Just tell me what's on your playlist. And I'm going to tell you what's on my YouTube playlist in a little bit because I have a little bit of an announcement to make. Do have a couple of really cool sales that sold for really nice profit today. Let's go take a look. Hey, we have a bunch of smalls today. If you've been watching, we've been doing a lot of smalls lately. This typically happens. So for me, I am going to do my larger items here in the fall and then on through the winter because I have more time because I'm not going out and sourcing. I source all spring, all summer, a lot of the fall, and I just kind of live off of that death pile, if you will. You're gonna see one really nice sale and a bunch of smalls that are gonna add up to some really nice totals. But you're also gonna see us hit a goal that I had mentioned in a previous video. So, you know, I'm not just on YouTube. I've got an Instagram account, so I check out Instagram stuff and different content creators and different people, what they're posting and their bolos, even on TikTok lately. But my first love, of course, is YouTube, just because it's just such a community here of us resellers. And when I have a video or something that kind of gets outside of the community a little bit, you start to get feedback from non-resellers, and that can get people down, whether that be through technology or in your personal circles. If you're not surrounded by resellers, you tend to listen to voices that aren't always going to be encouraging, or maybe they're not discouraging. Maybe they just don't care. And so, you know, sometimes you find something, you're excited to share it. You want somebody to get excited about what you're passionate about now, and they're just not. So there's one topic I wanted to briefly mention here today as we're showing you what sold. But another one is the straight out criticism of resellers that you can see once you get outside of our little bubble here. And then you get criticism of resellers, like you paid too much for this, you didn't pay enough for that, that kind of stuff. And I got a lot of it on that Motherload sale on all the platforms. A lot of people like, you paid way too much for those video games. You're not going to make any money. You didn't pay enough for those video games. You're not going to make any money. And we're going to talk about that because we hit the mark today and we're starting to make money. Let's take a look. First item up is, I think this is Matt's drawer, part-time pickers. Yep, there we go. Some pins, and this one went to a viewer. Here we go. And we've already sold a few of these bags. I think paid 50 cents for the whole thing, so kill them with sarcasm. I'll try to be nice if you try to be smarter. Hey, I didn't even realize that, but do you see that sign inside the eBay cave in there? I don't know if you can see the whole sign or not, but that's what it says. Speaking of our topic today, I think that's kind of the approach we need to have with some of those naysayers out there, but I'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about something else. This was a viewer, and I'm going to read that comment in a second, but I always get comments about how this is so helpful. I don't quite understand why it's so helpful, but people want to see it, so I try to put it in once or twice a week. So here we go. I figured I'd do one with one that is kind of silly to sell for so cheap, for something plus shipping. And so the total money that came in was $8.45 to me. That's not including it was $9.01, but there's taxes and stuff. So $8.45 came to me, sort of. $1.26 in fees went out. I put cost as 10 cents. In reality, it's probably less than that. Shipping cost is $3.06. So the profit on these two pins is $4.13. Most people would say, nah, that's not worth it. But you know what? I just kill them with sarcasm. I still want to go off on a sarcastic rant right now about something, but I'm gonna, maybe we'll hold off for just a few minutes. We'll do it inside in the eBay cave. So this one's going to Jamie. Thank you for all the content you and your family have created. I love seeing everyone get involved. I've only been watching a few months, but I have been learning so much. Thanks again. So thank you, and don't let those naysayers, you got to wear that button at garage sales. So we appreciate it. It's headed your way. All right, I can't help it. I'm gonna keep it really short. One of the very first signs, and there were many signs that my days as a teacher were numbered, was when we did a professional development, and it was all about never using sarcasm in the classroom. And I'm like, if I didn't use sarcasm in the classroom, I wouldn't say anything, because it's basically all I did in the classroom. But that was one of the many signs that I was kind of that old warhorse on my way out the door. All right, we have a few of these games, but I have not gone and dug them all out today. So I'm just going to grab it over here and kind of edit some of the digging out and show you a few. I'll do one now, and we'll come back to a few in a minute. This is the one that I'm going to be sarcastic about a little bit later when we talk about all the naysayers for this video game lot. So there you go. This one right here. And I'm going to show you the numbers in a minute once we pull everything. Once we've, there's like 4 or 5 of these, but we got other stuff I got to pull first. So this one right here, I don't remember exactly what it went for. $19.95 plus shipping maybe, but it put us to $720 exactly. So everything else here, all of those calculators, plus a few games that we've actually taken out to sell in the booth because they're not really good sellers here on eBay, and all of the handhelds are going to be pure profit. So for those people out there who said we weren't going to make any money, we're going to make some money. And Yoshi just proved it to you. So let me make sure that's the right one. Super Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island. I think it is. Pretty sure. So love finding these right here. It's a Guitar Hero Guitar PS3, but it came with everything. The dongle, games, all of it. A lot of things, when in doubt, part it out, you'll make more money. But not here. If you have the guitar, and you have the dongle, and you have games, and in this case had a microphone as well, you can usually sell it faster and make as much, if not more money, than you can if you part them out. So it's not always when in doubt, part them out. This stole right here. And so we got these really cheap too, and I want to say we got it from the Joyce Junk sale. But for some reason, I just can't remember. It might have been Commonwealth Grandpa's sale. If it was, I need to add it to his total, but we'll have to figure that out a little bit later. $159.95 plus shipping. And none of these games are that good, to be honest with you. Individually, these games are probably less than $10 a piece. So, I mean, there might be good games, but as far as big sellers, they're just not. So, awesome sale right there. And this is the type that comes apart. But I do have a video on how to package these things. So, short story is $10.92, $10.95, or $10.97, I suppose, and Frankenbox them together. Here's another batch of Game Boy Advance games. These are no huge winners here. Nemo, Block Party, Rugrats, Harry Potter. Not quite, $29.90, because they were all individual and one person bought them, so they're all going out together. So let's just call it $30 plus shipping. Talk about not paying enough at a garage sale, the criticism, a lot of us get. I made a deal. This guy initially called me cheap, and by the end of it, the next day when we were buying those Louis L'Amour books from him at the he called me cheap sale, he said the offer was cheap, just to be accurate here. At the end of it, he was giving me stuff away because he realized at the very end, he's going to end up doing just that, but he's going to have to haul it all the way himself. So this did come from that sale here. Can't really see them there, but I know where they're at. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. There they are. All right. Let's see if I can get them out of here. Is the question. These, I mean, y'all probably remember these. There's 2 of them here. These little owls right here. He's like, just take whatever you want. Take whatever you want. His wife wasn't there that day, so he's just like, get it out of here. That's a lot of times what happens. People don't want to deal with it. They don't want to take the time, even if they know it's worth money. It's not worth enough money for them to invest all their time in figuring out how to sell them, going through the process. And so it's just easier for me to do it. Plus, I make some money off the deal. I mean, let's face it, right? These right here sold for $18 plus shipping. Keep an eye out for owls. Owls do okay, kind of like mushrooms. Depends on which ones, but owls are okay. Not bad. I just realized that was to a viewers, to Denise. Thank you. I think it's Denise anyways. Thank you. And I do watch all of your YouTube channels. All of them. Hey, that reminds me of something. I've finally got the video. Well, it's not edited yet, but the Q&A video is done. And so I'm going to post that here pretty darn quick over there on the Commonwealth Auctions channel. Just because a lot of those questions are like for newbies, and so many of you, a huge majority of you, have been doing this and you know more than me, so I feel like I'm insulting people by answering questions. But it is going to be over there on the Commonwealth Auctions channel ASAP. I don't know exactly when, but pretty darn quick. So Denise, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, owls are a symbol of wisdom everywhere you look in popular culture, whether it was the ancient Greeks with Athena, or even modern stuff. Think about all of the portrayal of owls in, I don't know, I'm just thinking like the Tootsie Roll Pop commercial. You know, how many licks does it take to get to the, you know, they asked the owl because he's wise, right? Or was it Sword in the Stone, the Archimedes, you know, that kind of stuff. All the owls you see are very, very wise. I think that guy was really, really wise to get rid of all that stuff so he didn't have to take all the goodwill. And I'm glad he did so I can make the money. Got a pair of shoes going out. Now they're little girl shoes, but they're still shoes and they're headed out the door. And as usual, they're not going for much because I'm just not a shoe person, boy. I'm just not good at it. Although I do have a few pair that I have listed for a lot of money. These are girls' Converse. So small ones, little girl Converse. And I picked them up because they're like $1. I'm like, I can't even resist picking that up. So I did, and they sold for 10 plus shipping. This is the kind of, talking about Q&A, I should put this in the other video, but I'll get your opinion here. People say, can you ship shoes in this? It depends. First of all, you got to have a pair of shoes that fits. And I would say that this is a good candidate to go in there, just simply because it's the kind of shoe you're not really going to do anything to. So let me know in the comments what you do with shoes. And since we're down here looking at the shipping table, I need to get some more of these. I have some back there, but I have some. I just need to get them out. They're way back there. I just want to give a quick thank you to Christina and to Joseph for buying a copy of the plans for the Commonwealth shipping table. We hope y'all enjoy it. And don't forget, if you're on Instagram, to send us a picture when you get it done. Appreciate it. All right, we have an Animan going out today. This one is going to Ron. Ron, I didn't see a message from you, but we're so glad you're getting one before they're all gone. We do appreciate it very much. There's not going to be, I'm going to take a couple days off here in a little bit. So if you see a lull in the auctions on there, you'll know I'm going to be gone for a day or two. So you'll see that happen. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know when you'll see this video, but it's coming up in the next week or two. I'm taking a couple days here and a couple days there to do a few things with the family. Can't wait. So Ron, I appreciate it, and we hope he gets things moving for you. Speaking of the Animan, and I mentioned this the other day, and so many people were so happy that I mentioned it, and they went and they watched the video about the Animan because they didn't get it, the enema. They didn't even know it was an enema, you know, the glue bottle thing and all that. Those of you who've been around a long time know exactly all about it and how it helps sell things out of your eBay store. Of course, totally scientifically proven. So appreciate all those questions. If you want to, go over there. Maybe I'll post that video again here. But for those of you who have not been able to get an Animan and don't want to pay the price that they're going for right now, and I don't blame you, I've got a chance for you to win one. So you've heard me talk about American Arbitrage before. My buddy Carrie, super guy, great content. He hasn't put a ton out on YouTube, but he's still got a pretty good following over there. He's just a few away from 5,000. So he has a giveaway going on as soon as he hits 5,000. So y'all head over there, subscribe to his channel. When he hits 5,000, he's going to give away not only an Animan, he's going to do an Animan giveaway right there, but he's also going to give away a first edition mug over there, which you can't get that anymore either. Although I do have a couple down there. So at any rate, head over to him, tell him I said hi. And congratulations to you, Carrie. That's awesome. 5K is really, really awesome. I enjoy watching his content. He was on my playlist today. One more sale here for the games for today, and that's a Yu-Gi-Oh game, and that's an $8 profit. So here's the $12 Yoshi's Island profit. the $25 profit for these, and the $8 here, we're up to $7.53 out of our $7.20. So now we're talking 33 bucks in the profit. And look at all that's left. Look at that. And look at all, well, you can't see it, but all the calculators. And we have, I have miniature death piles here in these two bins. And then everything else is inside. So we're going to grab those handhelds in the next month or so and get those listed. So, you know, just don't listen to everybody. Some people just have to tell you that you're wrong no matter what. You could agree with them, and then they would say that you're wrong then, even though it was their idea to begin with. I mean, that's just the nature of things. All right, see, you know, I like to be nice and kind and whatever, but some people kind of get under my skin sometimes, you know. So here you go. I showed it the other day. There you go. That's what I do with people like that. That's my former life. Much more mellow. Hey, Mary Kay sold. What do you know? $8 plus shipping for this eyeliner. In all seriousness, though, sometimes when you get those, you know, when I bought that stuff, I paid $700 for all those video games. It's like, well, this is why us collectors, why we can't get it anymore, because of people like you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You collectors get this stuff because of people like me. Because if you went to yard sales, most of the people who complain don't get out of bed till 1 in the afternoon and aren't going to get there at the crack of dawn. I was like the first one at that sale. Well, like the third one, but you get the point, right? That stuff wouldn't have been there. They could have come whenever they rolled out of bed. It wouldn't have been there. If I wouldn't have got it, somebody else like me would have got it. So, you know, that stuff just... I'm not upset, don't get me wrong. It makes me mad that there are people out there that make such stupid arguments. I mean, it is really ridiculous, but here we go. All right, calm down. This right here is I've got one left, y'all. One left right here. $7.50 plus shipping on this. I mean, that's the lowest price I think I've sold one for. I think a viewer got this too. I'm sorry I don't have your name. I don't think you left a message, but thank you very much for that. And it's headed out the door. Hopefully you enjoy this. See, when I bought these, I paid $2.50 a piece, so I'm making a tiny bit of money, but not enough to do it again. But I had one Mickey and I had one Minnie, and we put them together and they'd sell. So anyway, you know, I love doing things where hard work pays off. You know, being a teacher, I loved being a teacher. If you're a teacher out there, you have to have a passion for it, because one thing about teaching in the public sector is the better you teach, you get paid nothing more. There's no reward for doing your job well. None. None, except for the intrinsic value, the internal reward that you get. And there's plenty of that when you have students that you see grow and go out and do wonderful things. That kind of stuff is a reward. But the absolute worst teacher in a building gets paid the same amount as the best teacher in the building. And so I love the fact that I get out there early and go to garage sales and I bust it and I learn what sells. And I can grab that stuff. I'm constantly learning. That Harley sale the other day, tons of great suggestions in there, and I just keep learning and getting better at it. And you can do the same thing, and most of you are already doing that, and a lot of you have helped me grow as well. So thank you for that. Let's head back outside.
Hi guys, this is Reagan, and we have a few CommonwealthPlayer.com sales. So first we have Gabe, Charlie, and Charles. And Charles wanted his shirt signed, so we will right after this video. Thank you all so much, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Hey, there were no sales for Turner today from the Homeschool Hustler store, so Reagan said that he'd get to come on and do a little Commonwealth comedy with them. So anyway, thanks for joining us and for all that you do for us, for using those affiliate links. Very kind of you. I wanted to mention something. I pulled this tape gun out the other day. Every once in a while I go on and I look at how many of each items get bought through the Amazon link or the eBay link. And Amazon keeps track of all that stuff. You can check it all out. And so these two have always run very close to each other. There has been the same amount of people click on and buy this tape dispenser as that one after 2 years. It's amazing. Pepper's here. A couple things. Leave, if you would, because I'm going to make this mistakes that eBay beginners make. Leave your mistake maybe that you made as a beginner in the comments, and I might use some of those to build that video up. And what else do I got to tell you? Q&A video is going to be out on the Commonwealth Auctions channel here ASAP. And I am going on vacation, sort of ish, for a couple of days, shutting the store down for 3-4 days, opening it back up for a day or two, and then shutting it down for another 2 or 3 days. We've got a couple of family things that we're going to do. And thank you to Commonwealth Grammy and Grandpa for watching the animals for us and taking care of the house. So we appreciate it. Thanks for everything. American Bubble Boy, by the way. A ton of you on American Bubble Boy. Link is in the description. If you need bubble wrap, if you need it, give it a shot. I think you'll be satisfied. I know I love it. Joel's awesome over there. Thank you, Joel, for allowing us to do that. I love it. And they're always here right on time. Just got another order the other day, along with some paper for packaging and all those good things. So thank you all for joining us out there, and we can't wait to see you next time.
Hi guys, we have two very special guests today. We have Sophie, and then we have Homeschool Hustle Returner, and we are back with some comedy for you. So today's joke is kind of bad, but it's fun. Did you hear about the kidnapping at school? It's fine, he woke up. He was just napping. A kid napping, get it? Alright guys, bye!